back to Wedding Mayhem, your wedding channel for all things weddings. And I have Holly from Blank Canvas Weddings back in. I don't know why I went to that.
Well, it is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
A big deal. It's so nice to be back.
I've got a strategy at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yes. So my co-hosts that are coming in are people that I've not seen for ages, and it's just our chance to chat.
I know, it's lovely.
Because we don't get time.
I know. Well, if we talk too much off camera, we won't have enough to say on it.
Exactly. Yeah, I do tend to blank people.
You do. When I call Sharon with a story, she'll say, "Don't tell me."
Don't tell me.
Wait till we're on camera.
And the reels
Yes,
that are coming
this is
in.
it. No,
yeah,
totally.
exactly. Yeah, we resorted to sending reels in to each other rather than just texting.
Safer.
You've got a new venue.
I have. It's very exciting.
So for people that haven't been watching before, so what do you do?
So I am a wedding planner and I run Blank Canvas Weddings, which is a fabulous host of beautiful spaces. We have a portfolio of venues where couples can take over the space and either have their wedding in a teepee or marquee, and some of the weddings are in barns. But the lovely thing is that each space is completely your own, and you also have full wedding planning support with all of the aspects of the planning, and we coordinate the day as well. So our couples are really well looked after, and there are very few rules. So you can bring your own booze. You can. We very rarely say no to anything.
Nothing worse than saying you can't do that. You can't, especially
it's really
when
sad,
you booked and paid.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh no, we don't allow that.
We don't do that. If you stand there, it's £50. Stand there, it's £1,000. We don't do that.
In that voice as well.
It is though, isn't it?
It's
nasty venues. But no, so it's lovely fun. And I have a new venue in Newhurst. It's a beautiful barn. Because
you haven't told me.
I know, it's very lovely. It's a barn.
Yeah.
It seats about 120.
Okay, cute.
And then we can remove the tables, obviously, for a meal. And then there's a separate bar area.
Oh,
beautiful field. It's just lovely. Really beautiful.
Oh, lovely.
And they have an amazing garden too. So it looks like we're going to be getting a civil ceremonies licence, which will be fun.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You said it's near somebody famous.
Oh, it's down the road from Eric Clapton.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful part of the world. Really lovely.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Oh, how exciting.
Very exciting.
I keep meaning to come up and have a look at one of these venues.
You must.
Oh, maybe I could come up and do an inspection with you.
Yes.
I'll bring the champagne, you bring the flutes.
Okay.
But not the hairspray.
No.
She hairsprayed my hair.
I gave her some hairspray. She's not keen.
Yeah.
It looks good though.
No, the last guest.
Good.
The last guest that we had in, I was doing it and got out. I looked like Bonnie Tyler.
That's not a bad thing.
Not in this decade. It was literally out, and he just spat his drink out.
It looks good now though. It's
because
calmed
I
it down a bit.
flattened it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was out here.
I quite like big hair. Makes me feel happy. I'm an 80s child.
Anyway, let's introduce our guest. I'm very excited about this episode. We have Paul Maxin, who is a celebrant.
That's me.
It is you.
Thank you so much for inviting Paul Maxin.
Yeah.
Celebrant.
Oh, just as it is on
Paul
the tin.
Maxin, celebrant.
Fantastic.
Yeah, as it says on the tin.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting
and
me.
we had
to be here.
We had a very long chat on Zoom, and I laughed so much. But the stories you have is fantastic, So, but can we start at the beginning? Collect stories. I'm sure there's more as well. So
there's always more.
We're going to try and get them out of you. Can you tell us how you where did this start? Were you always a celebrant or?
No, I didn't. I didn't leave university thinking, I know what I want to be when I grow up. I'm going to be a celebrant.
But I don't think in our industry, it's an option.
No.
Is it?
For sure.
It's doctor, nurse, policeman.
Celebrant's not
prison.
Haven't done that either. So this is a vocation for me. Just to say that I was very, very lucky. I had a successful career in talent and talent acquisition. Both initially in recruitment consultancy, way back when.
Who were you recruiting?
Originally, I was recruiting accountants. But I then went to a company, a global accountancy practice called PricewaterhouseCoopers.
Just a small company.
Just a small company. And after that, I was the global resourcing director of a company called Unilever, which is in fast-moving consumer goods.
Yeah, tiny company again.
Again, and I had a global role and did a lot of travel and had free magnums as well. My daughter at the time used to think that I made ice cream. It was
oh wow!
Because whenever she used to come to visit in the office, she could always have a free magnum.
No way.
And in those days, they were a bit bigger than they are now as well.
Isn't everything getting smaller?
No, I know. I think my hands have grown. Like chocolate fingers, they've got smaller.
Look how small. They're not even
Smally.
Well, I've got smaller as well. I'm starting to shrink. I used to say I was 6'4", but now I'm 4'6".
They didn't even say mini on the bag. They just said chocolate fingers,
And chocolate buttons as well.
Oh, you can get the giant ones though, can't you?
You can. I do find where it says family pack, you can quite easily eat those on your own.
I ate a whole pack of licorice torpedoes.
Oh, I
don't even know what they are.
They're the licorice ones with the candy over the top of it. They're torpedoes. That's it, torpedoes.
No.
Get the words out.
You can eat
How many of them do they have in a pack?
I think there was 100. I was high when I got out of the car. I think I was fueled by.
I think you might have been. Were you a passenger in the car?
Listen, I've been in here all day. And I wasn't allowed to have a coffee till now because of various reasons. So you were a popular dad.
So I was a popular dad. But in fact, I'll tell you, because I was doing a lot of travel, our daughter was much, much younger at the time. And I used to go away travelling sometimes on a Sunday night or a Monday morning. And she would ask me if I was saying goodbye to her when I said goodbye to her. She said, Daddy, I'd say I'm catching a plane. And she'd say, are you going on a big plane? And I'd say, yes, I am. And she'd jump up and down. And then she asked, are you going on a plane with a bed? And because I used to travel at the front of the plane when I had that. And I said, yes, I am. And she'd go, hooray, hooray. And then she'd say, are you going on a plane where they have movies and you get wine? And I said, yes, I am.
It's my kind of plane.
Hooray, hooray. And on another occasion, she said, are you catching a plane, Daddy? And I said, yes. And she said, are you getting on a big plane? I went, no, it's a small plane. I'm just going to a place called Rotterdam in the Netherlands. I'll be back this evening. And her face dropped. She went, oh.
Why?
And then I realised there and then that the further away I was, the bigger the guilt present was.
Yeah. Duty free.
Yes. So...
I mean, what age was this?
Oh, she was about 48.
Okay.
No, she was, at that time, she was about 5.
God.
She was about 5 or 6.
She'd been trained well by mum.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
And then roll things up. So I then went out and did things on my own, and I had a lot of...
so you were away a lot then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was stay-at-home dad for a little while,
Right.
Deliberately after that, afterwards,
Yeah.
just to rebond, and that was great. We live in a small village, and I was the only stay-at-home dad in the village at that time. It was
often frowned upon, because the male job is to go out and provide, isn't it? So for their class is lazy or can't get work, and
I did it for a year, and it was the best time. It really was. I was the only one at the school playground picking them up. So that was a lovely time.
But that is important. I've actually just done it with my grandson, and last week it was John was off. And he came running out, looked at me, and then when he saw John, it was like, off he went and just threw himself and just grabbed his face. And every parent and every teacher went, oh, because it's important. And dads don't get to see that. Back in the day, that's part of their childhood.
That's right. So. I mean, Alicia's now 23, and I think that, I can remember the time. I think she can as well, and I think that, the bond is still there, in no small part, having that additional time. So if you can do it, do it.
Do it. Yeah,
definitely.
It's hard though.
Yeah, it is. It is very hard. So anyway, roll things up. I set up on my own, and that was I was again very lucky, successful. Although the travel came in, I went to and from Berlin for a little bit of time, but not anything like what I was doing before. And then we got to COVID. Lots of things happened at COVID, didn't they?
COVID changed a lot of people's lives.
And stayed at home. We live in the countryside, so we did take lots of nice walks. And my memory of the first lockdown is what a wonderful spring it was.
Yeah,
the sun shone.
No planes.
Yeah.
No planes.
No planes.
And we don't live too far from Stansted Airport.
Yeah, so and you heard the birds.
Yeah, and we could hear the birds,
yeah.
Absolutely. Up with the lark. But what I found as things started to open up again is that most of my immediate network and my clients had retired. They decided not to go back. So my work started to trail off. And I because I've been very fortunate, I thought, well, okay, I'm not ready to be put out to pasture just yet. So what else can I do? I'm fortunate that I could do something else. And well, there are a couple of things actually that made me think about it. One is my wife and I, and sometimes my wife, daughter and I, had been to some celebrant-led weddings.
Yeah, because not many people have been. I've not been to one.
No?
No, you're not.
No. Come and see me in action.
I only go to my own weddings.
That keeps you busy.
I'm not interested in anybody else's
keeps you
wedding.
busy enough.
But I've been to a few weddings, but they've all been like registrars or a vicar. But I've never been to a celebrant wedding.
Celebrants are, they can be very different, very fun and unique. So we'd been to some weddings. I thought each one of those was unique and special in its own way. And actually on the other side of the fence, the funerals, I had a celebrant-led funeral for my dad. I'm an only child, so it was a decision. And he'd already made that decision for himself. Oh. Because a few years prior to that, we went to my uncle, his younger brother's funeral, and that was celebrant-led. And I was it was amazing. And I was lucky enough to book the same guy for my dad's funeral. Oh. So there was something personal about that. So that's been playing with my mind a bit.
How important was it to have the same celebrant for your uncle as it was for your dad?
There's something about being a family celebrant, and that can build up over time. So in the same way, and I love officiating at weddings, but when couples then have children, then there's the naming ceremony, the naming ceremony for their kids, their children as well, and it's it brings something together.
Yeah. We've come up with a new thing just now.
A new thing?
Yeah, engagement. Having a celebrant at the engagement. It's like a pre-wedding.
Wow.
Oh, I love that idea.
I know. Copyright.
That's a really nice idea.
I think that's lovely. And again, it's that flow, isn't it?
Absolutely.
We've had the same celebrant for my father's funeral, my grandmother's funeral, and a very good friend of ours. He did all three, and my auntie as well. And it's
comforting.
It really is.
Yeah.
Andrew is lovely, and it was really nice that each time.
It's like having the family vicar.
It really is. And you see him, and you go, "Oh, it's all right. Andrew's got it."
But that's it. No, I don't need to do anything because you know.
Yeah. I think that's over the course of time. It's like a destination for me,
Yes, but that's the same for weddings as well. If they know of you and you're in the family and stuff like that, they're like, right, I don't need to worry about any of that because they feel that they're having to micromanage everything.
Yeah.
So you got it.
I get that quite often with sisters, where I'll do all the sisters' weddings.
I get it
and
again.
Cousins or friends.
I do it with the wedding dresses.
Yeah.
So I've got one family, it's an Italian family, and my God, that family is huge because I'm literally seeing them once a month.
Oh my God. Really?
And I'm positive that the auntie is not even is a relative.
Oh, really?
I think she's like a neighbour that just says, come to let me do this. I think she just comes to the cracks and I'm often having to fill a glass up with Prosecco, so, but again, they know that if they engage with you, employ you, then that's done.
And the thing is, during the process, you get to know them anyway.
Yeah.
And with weddings, officiating at weddings, and they're all individual, but you start to get to know the family as well. And if you get good reviews or commentary around it, then it kind of percolates around. So it's not really like a referral because you've started to know the family and the couples, and then bit by bit. Yeah. You get engaged again, Not engaged. Hi, engaged.
All right. How long has that been? Do you know what I mean? So how did you get to your first wedding?
How did I get to my first wedding? My first wedding was actually through a contact.
Okay.
Let's put it this way. That wasn't the first wedding it was the first wedding I officiated.
Yeah.
Was a contact. Actually, it was get this right. It was a second marriage for the both the groom and the bride, and they had grown-up children, and they didn't want too much of a fuss, and it was relatively local. And my cousin is my cousin's son is the boyfriend of the bride's daughter.
Oh, right.
And my cousin messaged me and said, "Are you free on such and such a day?" Oh, actually, I am, yeah. And it wasn't the first booking I'd had, but it was the first wedding I'd had. Very, very different, because they wanted something really small, no fuss, intimate, and it was just immediate family in a room above a pub in a place called Great Dunmow in Essex.
But I think that's the beauty of having a celebrant. You can do it anywhere.
Yeah,
Particularly for second time around.
yes.
Because otherwise the ceremony is exactly the same.
Yeah.
As it was
My
previously.
ceremonies
No, I mean civil
And mine neither.
No, I mean if you have a civil ceremony or a church, if you have, then it is the same
Yeah, it's
format.
like, here we go. It's like 4 weddings and a funeral.
Yeah.
They're like, right, who's it now?
Oh, yeah.
You know, sort of thing.
But I find this a lot with clients who are marrying again.
Yeah.
They want to have a celebrant because then they can actually write it themselves, and it can be different. It can be about
More
them, and it's
heartfelt.
completely different to the previous wedding.
Yes, and in terms of absolutely, and in terms of their story and the couple's story, there's a. Sometimes you they may or may not want reference in their story made to the past, but often we do a little bit, but it's like tough.
But also, if you're blending a family, it's a lovely way of including the kids and including the dogs.
100%. Because people get forgotten a lot.
And then, absolutely, including anybody that they want. But I've had dogs as ring bearers before.
Yeah.
So lovely.
I'm not for the falcons.
No.
I would probably go,
Can you imagine? Like a bird flying at you.
Yeah. It would definitely poop.
Oh my God.
Oh,
No, I
it's always that.
They say it's lucky. I don't think it's like. We have to start talking about your childhood.
My childhood.
Because there is a reason why you are this creative.
Well, that's one of the benefits of being a celebrant. I thought, wow, I am creative.
Yeah.
I love communication.
Because when we talked about this, sorry, I've interrupted you.
No,
when we talked about this on Zoom, and I've had a similar situation myself, when you're doing something, it's like, this is where I belong.
Yeah.
This is where I should have been.
Yeah.
And you had that.
Well, I did. My parents were in showbiz. My dad was a child actor and actually an early talkies in the 1930s. Then became a dancer and toured the world. And
What was he in?
What was he in?
Because I'm very old, I will probably remember them.
Well, he had his own TV show. Yeah, he was really old. So I'm talking about the 1930s at that time. But he made his name as a television producer.
Right.
And he was probably most well known for comedy. So there was a guy called Dick Emery who used to do lots of characters. Remember Dick Emery? Oh, you are awful, but I like you.
You know what I like? Yeah, I know he'd get cancelled now.
Would absolutely get cancelled. Absolutely. And Morecambe and Wise was his big thing. So he was the producer, director, and choreographer of Morecambe and Wise.
Amazing.
And it's clearly a long time ago. But as we're coming, we're recording this in the run up to Christmas.
Yeah, but it's going to be on all our screens.
And it's still, Morecambe and Wise various Christmas shows are still run.
But the thing is that they'll never date. We have the equivalent of Ant and Dec now, but they never. They're so watchable.
I think when my dad sadly passed, I got a lovely message from Ant and Dec, lovely guys, and they are in some ways a little bit of an homage to Morecambe and Wise by their own admission.
Yeah, I love it. And like you said, coming up to Christmas now, and John said to me, "Well, who have you got coming in this week?" And I was like, "Oh God, I can't tell you." And I got so excited. And I told him, and he went, "What time is it? Can I be there?" And I went, "I have been doing this show for 2 years. You've never once offered to come along, and now he wants to come along because it's the favourite. We will sit there and we will howl with laughter to uplift her, isn't it? So
it is.
Comedy is important.
And I was, growing up, I was lucky enough to either be in the studio or be in the control room when they were being recorded.
God,
so it was. It just seemed normal to me, though. I didn't know any different. But looking back on it now, and some of my dad's choreography and TV production with Morecambe and Wise, you still see it on YouTube regularly now. I don't know if you remember something called the Breakfast Sketch.
Yeah.
have breakfast to the tune of
Yes.
Stripper.
Yes.
That won't be cancelled now, will it?
No.
But that's got millions of YouTube hits and still gets them.
Yeah.
And basically speaking, the two guys were in the kitchen, and there's a bit of a radio going on, and the music to the comes
and
on,
the toast coming up. Yeah.
The toast's coming up.
Yeah.
So my first recollection of this is before it was recorded, because my dad was blocking the routine out, but he was doing that at home. And I arrived home from school.
Yeah.
And on repeat, this music to the tune of the Stripper is blaring out.
It's a striptease tune, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
So dun, dun, dun,
What is
dun,
going
dun,
on
dun, dun.
here? You know, I've come back too early.
So this is what Dad does.
This is how Mummy and Daddy made me.
Yeah. But no, it wasn't that. And then the kitchen was a complete mess, because there'd been flour everywhere, and
So he was
he
actually
was blocking it, and he was banging the fridge and stuff like that, you know, and asking my mother whether we could get sausages, and the stringy sausages.
Yes.
And
Sausages out, Mum.
I thought, what on earth is going on? And my mum,
How old were you?
about 14.
Yes, old enough to know that you might have come back. To
Old enough to, indeed. Old enough to think,
with Dad shouting, "Get the sausages out!"
But as it used to come up to the Morecambe and Wise Christmas show, the guests that they had on at the Christmas show,
Angela Rippon.
Angela Rippon, were always just that level above, maybe in terms of fame than they might have been during the series. And actually, so my dad used to have this pre-answer phone days. So he had this call screening method, which was either my mum or me answering the phone, and then he'd say, "Repeat the name," and I'd repeat the name, and then that would.
So you'd be going like, "Sorry, what's your name?" And then you go, "It's
Joe Bloggs."
Yeah,
it's Joe Bloggs, and he'd say, "Okay, I'll take the call."
take it.
And as the run-up came to Christmas, then the names or the agents representing the names used to call more frequently, and they knew he'd be at home in the evening or whatever. So, cool. So one time we were having dinner, and the phone rang, and my dad repeat the name, and I was fine with it in terms of the routine, and because of it seemed normal to me, I didn't get it. So, but the one time I did, metaphorically nearly fall off the chair. Repeat the name. So the phone's ringing. Who's speaking, please? And I put my hand on the receiver. It's Paul McCartney.
Oh my God! And being 14,
That's
Beatles.
right.
Oh my God!
I was into the Beatles.
Yeah.
But he was in Wings at the time, and they had a song called Mull of Kintyre.
Yes, just a little song.
Just a little song.
Yeah.
But they'd already got Elton John on Morecambe and Wise, so Paul McCartney was moved over to Mike Yarwood that year.
Oh, dear Mike Yarwood. Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
incredible. Because they, again, this is down to your dad, because they would have the most serious people on, like your newsreader, and they would be like, here, we get normal people on, and by the time they've left us, they're completely wrecked.
Well, at that time, when Angela Rippon did the dance routine,
great legs.
and
Still got great legs.
Still got great legs.
Yeah.
And, at that time, she had to get special permission from BBC News to do it.
Well, because they only filmed from here upwards.
Yeah.
They weren't known to have legs.
No.
So all newsreaders didn't have legs, so she did have to get permission. I remember listening to her.
And my dad met my mum. My mum, I've seen some of these before, so I know you like a Carry On film.
Yeah.
My mum was in the first two Carry On films.
Was she really? Oh my God, that's amazing.
Carry On Sergeant and Carry On Nurse.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
My dad was doing a TV sitcom with members of the Carry On cast.
Yeah.
And it was called Our House. And the premise was that they all lived in digs.
Yeah.
And my mum was in that. So, But then I came along and
buggered it up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Amazing. And what a lovely way to still see her in her youth. That's amazing.
Well, that's right, because they're no longer with us, but I can still see them.
Yeah.
My mum was in
God, I'm so sorry, Matt. He just gets to see my rhythm.
All right.
So is what they've got.
This is all they have.
So I can
Barney and Penny will be like, what?
I absolutely agree.
But there's creativity in
legacy.
And what a wonderful legacy.
Yeah, huge.
And so I don't do that, but in my own way.
Yeah. But you can't help but have that streak go through your veins, surely, because you've been born into it.
Yeah.
You haven't. It's not something you just learn.
I can't dance. I've got 2 left feet.
You just don't learn it. You've got to have a little bit.
A little bit that's innate.
I've been told I can't. Nobody can teach me to sing.
Oh, I think anyone
Can't carry a tune in a bucket.
Can you?
Anyone can
Could you
sing.
teach me? I've not found anybody brave enough to teach me yet.
No.
Lovely.
Okay.
It's lovely. Lovely hair.
We'll do some karaoke at Christmas.
All right, you just stop laughing round the corner. Yeah, you don't.
So you're not going to sing Bonnie Tyler then?
No. I once won a Jeroboam of Champagne in a karaoke competition. Yeah, and it was in it was a solicitor. It was like quite posh and everything. So I got stitched up. People knew that I couldn't sing, and I had no choice but to go on and do it. And I'm not kidding you. Have you ever seen? Oh God, what's that film with Cameron Diaz? My Best Friend's Wedding.
Oh yeah, with Rupert Everett.
That's it. Yeah, and it was pretty much that, but probably 10 times worse. And the whole place just stopped. And they did. I'm not kidding you. They all just. All I could hear was this bloke going, "Oh my, is she the entertainment?" Because I was probably from Counts, thinking we need our money back.
Oh right.
But it was a competition. I didn't know it was a competition, and they actually didn't carry on with anybody else. Nobody else entered the competition. They just came along and just gave me.
You scared them all.
I think they all wanted me off. I think nobody else was going to win but this person. And we drank it on the way home. It was brilliant. It was massive.
Amazing.
Oh, wow.
Fun.
Yeah, I was that bad.
I sang at my sister's wedding. I can sing when I'm sober, but I wasn't sober. And my big sister got married, and at the end of the night, I knew the DJ, and I said, "Oh God, I'll do a bit of singing."
Oh, you're
now.
one of them.
Yeah,
you're
so
one
I
of those
took the
that people.
microphone, and I'm one in the box. Yeah. So I started singing, and at that moment, a massive coach arrived to take everyone away because it was right at the end of the night. So
all by myself,
everyone was. Everyone just suddenly left, and my granny said, "Wasn't it great that you pretended to sing badly so everyone left on time?" And I said, "No, Granny. In my mind, I sounded bloody marvellous. I was just completely plastered." Yeah, maybe I should do that at the end of my weddings.
Yeah.
Like, time to go, people.
When it's
myself.
really sweet.
Yeah, this is it. I'll sing 9 to 5 at the end of a long shift.
Oh, I love
Yes.
9 to 5. I
that's
probably
a
could
good
do
one.
that
You
one.
could do that.
I can sing Halo.
Oh, but see, you can sing then.
Yeah, I can sing Halo.
Yeah.
Okay. We're waiting.
Never. So obviously this is this is how you've grown up. You had a theatrical
Had a theatrical background.
background, so it was a no-brainer.
And all the training of answering the phone properly as well.
All the
That
training
is
of answering the phone
It is
properly.
important.
Yeah.
It's important.
My telephone
It
voice.
is. It's very being able to speak on the phone.
When you
it's
became
good
a
training.
celebrant, did everybody go, why have you not done this before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But why don't they tell you this? I've had this before.
Absolutely.
Because they want free ice cream.
That's right. Yeah.
And duty free.
But my erstwhile colleagues, but my friends and family said, "Don't know why you've not done this before."
Perfect for it.
But perfect. You were born to do this.
Yes. Oh, don't you hate them?
Yeah.
Because they could have told you 20 years ago.
I know.
But the timing's
right though.
Yeah,
The timing
I
has
don't
to
think
be
so.
right.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm fortunate. Timing has to be right.
Yeah.
And I consider this now, as I said, I'm not ready to put out to pasture.
Yeah, totally.
I've got a lot of joie de vivre, and I love talking to people. And
comes experience.
And with age comes experience.
You can read people better, I think, as you're older.
And people
too.
trust you more.
Yes, I agree.
As well.
I agree.
Yeah.
I've got I in my shop I have stylists come in and they can start with me as young as 14, 15 and I take them from work experience because they want to learn about fashion in hope of going to fashion school, university. One of my girls ended up going into working for Fat Face and stuff like that. So it's a nice way to get used to styles and fabrics and cuts and stuff like that. So we teach them all of that. And some of my younger girls are so experienced because they absorb everything. But somebody will rather come and ask me. rather than go back and believe that person.
Yeah. I had this problem when I started in bridal because I was straight out of university.
I had it in life when I first started.
And obviously I've got very good genes, so I looked very young. No, I don't really.
Again.
And my boss at the time, she said, go out. She said, go, and she said, I will pay for you to have your makeup done to make you look older.
I've done that
because people didn't trust me. And it was quite funny because I'd be in the boutique and someone would ask me a question about some silk or something, and I'd riddle off all the information because I knew it. And they'd go, oh, you really know what you're talking about.
Well, I do that with the girls, and I go, right, you go straight in. Yeah. Don't wait to be asked a question. Go straight in and go, you can change the style by doing this and this and this. And that 5 seconds is important because straight away people go, all right, I don't need to intervene. She's got it. Yeah. And that's
I think there's something that you say about reading people and having a little bit of life experience. So on the one hand, saying I'm born to do it, it's a vocation for me. But on the other, I couldn't have done it at 25 because I wouldn't have had enough lived experience. And I mean, at that time, I'm a great believer in that we have 2 eyes, 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, and we should use them in proportion. And that's how to, sometimes with couples as well, I let them, to get their story, I'll ask them questions, but at the end of the day, rather like you're doing with me, you're letting me do the talking.
Because there'll be something that you'll say and I'll go, oh, actually, how do you train to be a celebrant?
Good question.
Thank you. Did you hear that?
Yeah. There are a number of organisations that run, but I did some research because I wanted to do it properly. And I trained with an organisation called the International College for Professional Celebrants. They're based up in the Yorkshire Dales. Lovely, lovely location. And trained in part in face-to-face up in the Yorkshire Dales, and then in part online. I also decided to do an NOCN Level 3 qualification.
What's that?
It's national something or other. It's a level. It's like an A level. It's equivalent to an A level.
Okay.
And one of the reasons why I chose the International College of Professional Celebrants, ICPN, was that they had a level 3 qualification to do. Right. So that was in part, you had a mentor, but it was very detailed. So both in terms of detailed essays, a lot of it online, some of it face-to-face, some of it role play. But I actually have, it took me a year to do. And at the end of it I can say, well, I am a professionally qualified celebrant.
I think it's important for people to know that you've done this, because it's like you've done your due diligence. You haven't just somebody. We've talked about it earlier. We have. There is a low bar entry into the wedding industry that you could wake up and go, I don't want to be an accountant anymore.
I'll set up a website.
I'll set up a website, fake it till I make it, but you have to work.
And I found it, you have to work, and I found it actually quite stimulating because I was doing something different and I was learning. And that's really, in and of itself, quite engaging as well. And the other reason, it may or may not happen, who knows, but the Law Commission in 2022 reported on weddings. And this government have set up a consultation next year, which will look at the 57 or so recommendations that the Law Commission suggested.
We've got the Lord Guildford down the road. Having.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like it.
Of course he doesn't like it because it's funding the government.
Yeah. But one of the things that's being looked at is whether humanist and independent celebrants could legally conduct a marriage. So by being qualified, if that came to pass in however many years' time, it's fine. And
how do you feel about legally marrying somebody? Is it a bit more pressure, or is it the same ceremony? Sorry,
the beauty of it is the beauty of combining a legal marriage with a civil celebrant is that you could still have the bespoke. You can marry,
and you don't have to have 2 weddings. Because that's what a lot of our couples do.
So a lot of our couples that
and it's more money.
It is,
and registrars aren't cheap.
No.
So
we did that at the same time. No.
Well, a lot of our venues are licensed, but if couples don't want to, they want to have a celebrant, they'll 2 ceremonies effectively.
So
I call
it the Wedmin. So I kind of, couples, if they want to do a 2+2 at the council offices or whatever with the register, it's very quick and it's the legal marriage. Then that's before, but I call that the Wedmin. But the actual wedding ceremony, the celebration of their love and their marriage is something that the celebrant or I would do as a celebrant.
Because I think you have to look at it in 2 parts. Is that, the legal part is the marriage and the wedding is the celebrant. It's celebrating, isn't it?
It's celebrating the marriage and the coming together of beautiful couples. And it's you're telling their story with whatever music and readings and vows and whatever locations it happens to be. They're all so different.
You learn a lot more about the couple.
You learn a great deal more
as a guest and attending a wedding like that. I always think you come away and you go, wow, I really know about.
Well, one of the key things about and getting to know the couple is that the couple engage with me. They hire me because they want me to be their celebrant, and that's a wonderful honour. But you don't get to choose your registrar.
No.
Well, it's potluck. It's whoever's free.
And you don't have any contact with them really at all.
And
you can't. I mean, I've had situations where they've been hugely delayed.
Yeah.
There's no signal and I can't get a hold of them. It's not like, let me just ring that.
As a supplier, you just don't talk to a couple once. How many times will you talk to a couple?
I don't limit how many times.
I have no limit. No limit.
There is no limit, but you have at least more than once where you speak to them. Whereas with a registrar, you don't have that.
You book it. You get a booking confirmation.
They won't even
talk
to you after.
No. And literally every week, I get couples saying, "Is the registrar going to turn up?" Because I haven't heard anything, and I'm always like, "No, it's fine." Yeah. But even me, after 20-something years in the industry, I still go, are they coming? Because it's a horrible thing when you confirm all suppliers, and then you're like, that most important thing, I don't really even do.
Yeah, and they don't.
It's quite strange. No.
And it's whoever's on roster that day does the wedding, and it's like, and meeting somebody new at your wedding can kill to you.
Yeah, it's not the best.
You tend to know everybody at your wedding, sort of, apart from plus ones and stuff like that. But you know all your suppliers.
Yes.
So not knowing who
the couple knows all of their suppliers. It's well, it is what it is. But the Wedmin can be done as exactly that, treated as that, and then the wedding ceremony is the date that they tend to celebrate as when it comes around to anniversary.
Yeah, you want it to change.
It would be nice if it does change.
Yeah.
I think in the 21st century, it would be. But it's not. There's nothing to stop people having a church.
It's I feel it's unfair that we're not allowed to have it when other countries have been doing it a long time.
Well, interestingly, in Scotland and Northern Ireland, a humanist celebrant can legally marry people.
Yeah.
So in the UK,
why not? And why are you not telling us why not? Yeah. Why are you just telling us that it is a commercial vehicle for businesses? But a registrar is a commercial vehicle.
It's a commercial
for the government,
for the council or the
government. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so be transparent, government, please. And if you're watching, come on the show, come and talk to us. North Guildford, you're only down the road. We'll send a car. What is the most interesting places you have officiated a ceremony?
Ooh. Well, you can have them anywhere, really. But one of the nicest ones I did was on the family farm. It was a big farm as well, and the farm had been in the family for several generations. So, and the sort of the wedding arch of they'd used from generation to generation as well. So they'd had it when they had weddings in the church, in the nearby church. And they had it out on the farm. So, but this was a real festival vibe wedding as well. Hay bales everywhere and carpets and lots of.
Oh, lovely.
And fortunately, a fantastic day, cloudless sky. Warm.
Isn't it great when you wait? I do it with even my weddings, even though I'm not at the weddings and I know that are happening, and I open the curtain going, yes! I'm tracking the weather.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
I'm looking at the weather app now.
Yeah.
Weeks out.
Totally.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, I mean, and again, in terms of having anything you want. So the groom, just to keep it like the festival vibe and a farm wedding, the groom arrived on the trailer of a quad bike, which was driven in by his best man through noise and stuff.
What can go wrong?
Round and round and round, and then dumped him, and then. And at the end of the
visions
ceremony,
of mud splutting everywhere.
Yeah.
it's very dry.
Good.
Oh, God.
At the end of the ceremony, he picked his bride up, put her in the trailer, and zoomed up the aisle.
I love that. I went to a wedding years and years ago, and again, it was a farm. You just remember, and literally the bride arrived in the dumper bit of the tractor.
Oh my God, amazing.
In the pickup bit.
In the pickup.
What do they call it? The cab? No, the cab.
Bucket.
The bucket. It's the bucket. Yeah, she arrived in there, all cushioned out.
Amazing.
It's absolutely amazing. It was funny as anything.
Love that.
Because we weren't expecting it.
No.
And we saw the tractor going, who the hell's bringing up who's tractor? Bride's about to walk. Yeah, that is that. And then we're like, oh my God. It was absolutely brilliant. And I think doing these weddings as part of you, it makes sense only to you, and that's important, isn't it?
And the bride wanted to ask if she could come down to enter to a song by AC/DC, and I said, so long as it's not Highway to Hell, but you can, so that would probably be
That's the lovely thing, because you've got so much more flexibility. Yeah. With a civil ceremony, there's so many restrictions.
Yeah. Well, it's like going to the headmaster's office, isn't it? It's all like...
It is, yeah.
And, and in terms, as an independent civil celebrant, then I can include religion or no religion, or if the bride...
But you can't do it in a religious place, is that right?
I can't do it in consecrated ground.
Okay, yeah.
But if they wanted to, I've done officiated at weddings where they've been the couple have been of mixed faith and elements of the faiths of their respective faiths have been incorporated into.
Because you can't do that anywhere else.
No, and it's lovely actually.
Because you bet your bottom dollar, you always the people in the congregation will be like, oh, forgotten your roots, you know, so that's lovely to do that.
There was one wedding I did, officiated this year. It was like the couple have a couple of children, but they were moving relocating to the UAE. So as they have children, it was easier for them to be married. But she is of Sikh heritage, and we could bring elements of the Sikh wedding into that as well.
And it makes your job so much more interesting, doesn't it? That one day you're doing this, one day you're doing that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was such good fun.
Well, no wedding's the same. And again, you guys watching me know that I absolutely hate these copy and paste weddings. And this is why we do this, to show people actually you can go wider afield and get your people.
I'll give an example. So the couple I was just talking to you about, they are mad fans of J.R. Tolkien in general and Lord of the Rings, the film Lord of the Rings. So much so, it was filmed in New Zealand that before their kids were born, they went out to New Zealand. So they got to see the set. And through discussing and getting to know through their story, well, actually, we can incorporate your love of Lord of the Rings into your vows.
Yeah.
So I have a copy here. If you like.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I thought I'm going to get an excuse to read.
Did you dress up?
No.
Oh,
I did.
You weren't a hobbit.
I wasn't a hobbit.
I quite like
You're all right.
Yeah, but that would be nice, though, wouldn't it? But I'm sure it's very
Lee's
good.
away at the moment. Are you missing him?
Yeah.
No, he's really tall.
No, but I'm saying dressing up.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
So I'm all right.
No, you're not for dressing up.
No.
I've
been married a long time.
Don't buy it. Buy some perfume instead. Just say.
They didn't ask me to dress up, so I did.
Would you?
Well, why not? So, with their help, because I'm not an expert on JR, I did create with them some vows. So the groom's vow.
Should we hold hands?
Oh, let's.
Oh, very.
It's our wedding.
my heart's truest companion in this middle earth, I give you this ring as a token of my solemn vow. Like the star of Erendil, the lights that lights the skies of this ancient land, may it guide us through joy and shadow. With this ring, I pledge my love, steadfast as the misty mountains, boundless as the great sea, until the stars dim and the world is renewed. And the bride to her groom said, our home in this middle earth, I give you this ring as a sign of my eternal bond, forged in the fire of my heart. It carries my promise to stand by you as the golden trees of Lothlorien endure through the ages. May our love burn bright, a flame unquenched, through all the tales yet to be sung until the end of days.
Oh, my
in
God.
the style of Lord of the Rings.
Also, can I just say, why are the bride's vows always better than the groom's? And longer. They are always.
They can tend to be, actually, can't they?
Yeah. I love that.
That was beautifully read too. That was lovely. Really special.
Oh my God, I love
bet
that.
the congregation loved it.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. And because they, their family and friends and loved ones all knew them, know their interests.
This is what I always say to my couples. I say, you just do what you love.
Do you?
And that's what exactly, and that's what the guests enjoy, because they'll think, oh, this is them.
They're spectators. They're not part of the wedding. There's just two people in that wedding. I've got here, ask you about the wine ritual.
Ah.
Oh, what's that?
This is
Somebody dropped you in it.
A wine ritual. So
I think that's something he does privately before. That's in the car.
Chocolate finger?
No, thank you.
Change the subject.
I'm only kidding.
Lovely. Well, they're all lovely couples. This couple, is American. They live in America, in the US, and he's English, but has relocated out to the States. And they met in the States some few years ago. And when they were initially dating, I think they were dating a little bit on the quiet. Actually.
Oh.
So they used to meet up.
Why?
They might watch this, I don't know.
Oh.
I was going to send them a link when it came out. When they were dating, they used to go to a wine bar and polish off a bottle of Cab Sav before they went their separate ways. So together we created a ritual at the wedding ceremony after they recited or read their vows to each other. And that ritual was a beautiful, really nice bottle of Cab Sav, which they put in a presentation case. And the vows that they just read to each other, they put in the case, sealed the case up. And then on their first anniversary, they'll open the case.
Oh, lovely.
Read their vows to each other.
I love that.
And you can kind of rinse and repeat. Oh, and like the wine, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And you can kind of rinse and repeat that. That becomes sustainable. So they
Symbolic.
can either add new vows. Or if they have additions to the family or other family celebrations and stuff, they could.
Lovely.
And then they obviously have to replace the bottle.
Obviously, because you're not just going to take one glass.
Keep the cork and put a new bottle in. Oh, that's lovely.
I love
It's
that.
nice and sustainable.
I love that. Because after the wedding, there's nothing.
Yeah.
But the memories and keeping those memories alive is really important.
But absolutely. But the important thing as well is it was part of their story.
Yeah.
It was part of their love story.
Nobody probably got it apart from them, but now other people.
Well, actually, I'd said it already in their love story.
Yeah.
That they'd
That's
met.
lovely. This is the nice thing, because you can announce that and show the importance of it to everyone.
So when
It's really lovely.
the element of the wedding that was their story that I was telling their guests. So the Cab Sav and the meeting at the wine bar was part of that story.
Because there's going to be people that are guests that don't know how they met.
Yeah.
Or might look at them and going, oh, they're a bit of an awkward. Why? There's always one punching, isn't there? But the moment that they hear their vows, it's like, I get it now.
Yeah.
They are twins. Yeah. They're meant to be together.
That's the lovely thing as well.
And that's a
with
love
speeches.
story.
Yeah, to know more about the couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or out them.
Yes.
Tell us about Tie the Knot.
Oh, that was another. So this was again a blended marriage.
Yeah.
So groom is Greek, bride is of Irish heritage. So we had something of each.
That's a good party.
Yeah, that's a great
party.
That is a really good party.
So there was a traditional reading of the Irish wedding blessing by the bride's sister. But they also run a food company as well. So just add that to the mix. So we had kind of 3 different rituals in addition to which was expressing their coming together and blending together. The first was the Greek one, which is the sharing of the crowns, the Stephanos, where the best man and the chief bridesmaid swap the crowns 3 times on the heads of the bride and groom to symbolise the 2 families coming together.
That's very Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. And then instead of a sand ceremony, we had a salt blending ceremony because they're in food. So the salt was blended, they're coming together, but it's also, it's a key component and ingredient of taste, and they have a food business. Right. And then after they had signed their certificate signing, they tied the knot with a shot using the salt that they'd blended.
Oh, lovely.
And then
more drinking.
Tequila. Yes,
more drinking.
A small amount of tequila because we don't want to.
That's
fall
fantastic.
over.
But
tie the knot with a shot. So, again, it's
I love it.
Different things.
Again, it's different, but I love this. I love the blending of the salts, and I've heard this with families when they've done it with sand.
Yes,
I
we
think
had one with tea.
Doing tea.
We had one with tea. Yeah.
What, loose tea?
Yeah, loose tea because the couple loved tea.
Oh, okay.
So they had
Just thinking water tea then.
Well, they made a cup of tea.
Oh.
We had like a boiling hot pot on a really pretty table, and they both merged their tea leaves, and then
love that.
They made tea.
Oh, fantastic!
Lovely.
Well, this family, they were actually Cornish because I'm Cornish, and it got passed up from a friend of mine. And basically, the morning of the wedding, again, blended family with children. Yeah. They all went down and filled like an egg timer.
Yeah.
Of sand. They all put like sand in
from the beach.
From the beach.
Oh, wonderful!
Oh, that's lovely.
And it was at one of their first family holidays that they went to, and so it was in one of those big egg timers. And then, as the ceremony their vows were happening, the celebrant put the egg timer down, so the sand. You could just see it through them as they were holding their hands, and it was
that's lovely. And you can engage. If they both had children from previous relationships,
well, the kids put it in,
them together.
And it gave it gave the kids involvement too, because they were and they were transfixed on the sand coming down. Yeah. And actually, I think it was a little bit of a game because they were like, right, is the sand going to run out first before the ceremony finishes? So I think it kept them occupied as well. But
that's so symbolic.
I thought that's so lovely.
And symbolic.
So I think when we talk about celebrants, we're talking about what do you want?
Yeah.
Okay, let's make it happen. You know. And if
they don't know, you can again make suggestions as well, because once you it's all about getting to know them and it's experience, and then equally I can make a suggestion and they say actually no, and that's fine too because it's them. I'm not forcing anyone to do anything they don't want to do.
Exactly.
Everything.
He was waving his arms around. How long have I got? 5 minutes. Oh, okay. Make it 10. What do you love most about being a celebrant?
The difference, the variety. Yeah. Acknowledging this is not just weddings, but naming ceremonies and funerals as well. But it's doing something that honours people at the most important times of their lives or at the end of life. And doing that in a way in honouring them as who they are as a couple or as individuals or a newborn or young child or indeed somebody changing identity with a new name as well. And that's a big celebration too.
We're going to see more of this coming.
And
I love it. Absolutely.
It's an honour and a privilege for me to officiate every single ceremony. And I love getting to know, I'm nosy as well, I love getting to know couples' stories.
But isn't it so honest? And that's what I love about a celebrant wedding. It is honest. It's not like, right, which chapter do you want? These are the
it's
four
not
things.
conveyor belt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the personalisation of it's lovely.
Yeah. Yeah. And it means so much more.
Yeah.
And I think people go away with a fuzzy feeling.
Yeah.
You know, it's lovely.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to couples planning their ceremony?
Actually, before I offer advice in planning their ceremony,
I feel I need to sit up for this.
I will, we'll have a getting to know, before they've actually booked me, we'll have a couple of getting to know each other sessions. Because they've got to decide whether, well, the first bit of advice is they will need to decide whether they think that I'm the right match for them.
Yeah.
There are many, many celebrants out there, and many of them offer different things to myself. So it's a reflection of them. I'm not, so if they choose another celebrant, then that's absolutely fine.
It's finding the right
so
shoe.
the first piece of advice is, why do you want a celebrant-led wedding?
Okay.
Do you know about celebrant-led weddings? And then we'll have a conversation about the wedding ceremony being unique to them.
Yeah.
And they'll always have a lovely copy of the script at the end of it, but it's unique to them. And so you've opened the field up. But then my advice to them, I'll get to know their story. I actually, after I've had a few conversations with them, I send like a number of celebrants do, I send a questionnaire out. And I always say to them, if you feel that any of these questions aren't relevant to you, ignore them. Equally, if you feel that I haven't put something in that you think is pertinent to you, put it in. But I like to get both of your perspectives. So they'll essentially be the similar set of questions. And I say you can answer it together with both of your perspectives, or you can do it separately. Doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, the script is going to be transparent anyway. But sometimes
by getting... they do it separately?
I don't mind whether they do it separately. It's really important, I think, to get the perspectives of both of them.
And away from a conversation. It's nice to sort of take that home and do it alone, isn't it? 'Cause
absolutely.
it's going to be a very different answer than if you were face-to-face.
And the wedding might not be for, well, sometime hence. Yeah, so, there's no pressure at that time for them. But then but it's amazing what a different perspective can bring. And out of that, you can also get some humour as well, as part of the story. So-and-so said, so my advice is, you can have what you want. What do you want from a celebrant? And then I talk about myself and a little bit, just more than the elevator pitch, I suppose. But it's such a personal thing. It's for them to decide whether they want me or somebody else. And likewise, I might say, well, I don't think I'm the right celebrant for you, but I know somebody who.
And I love that you're honest about that.
Yeah.
Because
but I think you have to be, because it's a long relationship.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but a lot of people.
Well, I don't think if I don't feel I'm the right celebrant for them, it's because I don't think I could do the best job for them for their day.
But kudos to you, because a lot of suppliers won't do that. They will take it because they don't know when the next bit of business is coming in, and then we tend to find that they default. If it's not for them, or the industry's not for them, and so it's that is so important to know.
But it's such a personal service, isn't it? And you have to have that relationship, that bond has to be there. Yeah. Otherwise, it's really difficult on the day to then deliver what you want to. No, definitely.
Just thinking out loud, just conversation, isn't it? We started this off with the show busy angle. Yeah. It's interesting how things can come full circle, because I actually had a kind of a semi-show busy kind of wedding.
Yeah.
And
did you? I know about this.
You know about this. In fact, I think you've interviewed people that are also at the same wedding, part of the team.
Oh, amazing.
You want to know now, don't you?
I do.
Yeah,
so we're not going to tell you now. Tune in for next week. No, we're joking.
So the person that was organising the wedding, putting things together, was the bride's sister.
So she was organising it.
So she was kind of organising it. And she is Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things and the wedding.
She's coming out very soon.
Stranger Things coming out. on Netflix soon.
Very excited. We've all forgotten how it ended.
Yeah. And so I was actually hired by her rather than the bride and groom because she was kind of organising it.
Did she have a different name?
She did.
So, yeah,
yes.
okay.
So I didn't know initially.
Yeah.
All I knew was when the email came through, the inquiry came through, I noticed it was an American telephone number. Okay, fine. And I have this kind of thing where, and a name that certainly wasn't Millie Bobby Brown. And it got a bit confusing because the groom is called Sam. And the inquiry came from somebody called Sam. And so I was, but the Sam from the inquiry turned out to be Millie Bobby Brown. But I have this kind of thing where I respond as quickly as possible. You know, I think I have a nice website, or you can follow me on Instagram, Paul Maxin, the celebrant.
We're putting all the links in, so don't panic.
And then I was just doing it. And so the bride, they're a lovely family. So Paige and Sam were the bride and the groom. My stick is, so I respond quickly, so I've just lost my train of thought now. And I usually send a kind of a 30-second personalised video on WhatsApp to the couple that made the inquiry. So I did
Personal,
that.
it's lovely.
Personal. But it was the basis of that video that then got sent on with a recommendation from Millie to her sister, said, I think this is the guy for you.
Oh, fantastic.
And then I still didn't know until a little bit later on in the process, to be honest with you. But then once I did, it was. But the reason why I mention it is actually twofold. It actually really isn't about Millie Bobby Brown. It's about it's about a sister. It's Paige and Sam's wedding. It's their day. And although Millie is lovely, but
I love it that she got involved to help.
She got involved to help her sister. And then the other thing of it was just the rounding off of the showbiz thing. I wonder, I think because as a child, I used to be around well-known people all the time. So maybe it just sort of kicks in part of the DNA just to be yourself.
Yeah, that's it. I think,
definitely.
you know, it definitely comes through.
Yeah.
And you know, it is a production. We talked about this before, and you know, and you need somebody that one is happy, but also can lead. Is important. And more important is to turn up. And credibility. And I think, you know, with you training and stuff like that, it shows value. So, you know, for me, when I'm booking somebody, I've learned so much in this episode about actually, if I am booking somebody, I need somebody that has got that stability, you know, that cool river, that because weddings are mental, aren't they? They can go absolutely wild with the planning, and you forget the reason why you're doing it. And I think you are the still waters that pull them back in and make them remember why they're doing it.
Why are you getting married? Why are you having a celebration?
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
And my husband wasn't allowed in. He's probably sitting in the car park. But we're going to end the show now. Where can we all find you? Into this camera.
You can find me on Instagram at Paul Maxin the Celebrant. Or if you just type into Google or any search engine, Paul Maxin Celebrant, then you can find me on my website as well. And contact details are there. So I'd love to hear, if you've loved this episode, get in touch.
And also go for tea.
Oh, absolutely. And go for tea or coffee or whatever it is that you drink.
Don't invite us because we'll drink you dry. You know. Where can we find you?
At Blank Canvas Weddings. Which camera are we into? I'm getting this one. This one. At blankcanvasweddings.co.uk or on Instagram and Facebook at Blank Canvas Weddings.
And is your new venue live yet?
It will be in a couple of days.
Fine. So when this comes out,
I'm already taking bookings for it.
Are you?
Yeah, I saw it on the Thursday. I showed a couple on Saturday and they've just booked.
Oh, I might book it.
I know. It is beautiful. It's lovely.
Actually, can I just give my website out as well?
Yes, do.
paulmaxincelebrant.co.uk.
There it is. And if you're looking for a wedding dress, come and see me at Love Me Do Brides. And thank you again so much for all the likes, all the messages, and all the follows. Honestly, we are blown away. The episode that went live this week has already hit nearly 100,000.
Wow!
I know, in 1 week. Well, I'm just so shocked. But thank you, because we do this because we love it, and we do want to help couples getting married and be more informed about planning and what to look out for, and to book the best suppliers. You know, so if you're getting married, book him and book her, and come to me for your wedding dress. And we'll see you all again next week. Bye.
Bye.